Let's do it, Jim Miller.
Do this, Cap.
So, Jim, for a brief moment on Saturday, let me pull back the curtain for everybody.
Yes.
I do the Illinois State at Bradley game.
Yes.
Get in the car, and my phone starts blowing up. You are in first place in the contest at Hawthorne.
Yep.
And I'm like, take that. And I immediately left you a voicemail.
And
I texted you. I called the great Dakota Schultz, and I said, how about that? Mr. Horseman is behind me in the standings. And then you call me back, and what did you say?
So, Cap said, I'm sorry, man. There's been a little technicality. And because of that, some prices were projected incorrectly because I was frantic. I was freaking out at the time. I hadn't seen the race, Cap. And I'm like, oh, my God, Cap got the jump on me. He beat me. And then I went back and looked, and I see glass ceilings ahead of Jakarta at the finish line for the Barbara Fritchie. And I'm like, wait a second. There's no way that your horse paid more to place than mine did to win. But you know what? You did pay $4 to place. My horse paid, I think, $3.80, something like that to win. But then I paid $2.80 to place too. So because of that, I'm actually in first. You're in second, my friend. But we still did okay.
But for just a brief moment on I-74 into I-55, I was feeling like, I don't know, I was Todd Pletcher and you were Bob Baffert.
Whoa!
Horizon.
Whoa! I'm not getting suspended no 90 days here, Cap. We're gonna have to talk about that a little later, though. But
We
yes,
will.
You're right. Here, you know what? Here's the beautiful thing about it. Last week was the first week of the Spring Stakes Showdown. Now, if you missed last week, they can still sign up this week, Cap. And because of that, there's 2 races this week. And last week with favorites running 1-2, a lot of people got a little bit of a head start on that, but still, it means that people can still sign up this week and get caught up a little bit. Now, the first of our races is the Stymie. This is at Aqueduct. There's a 7-horse field in the Stymie here. They're going 1 mile. Tell me who you liked. Who was your Spring Stakes Showdown horse in the Stymie?
So I went with Green Light Go. It's a Jimmy Jerkins horse. I think this horse has shown tremendous pedigree. I really think it's clearly the horse to beat. Now, I may not be cashing, an 18-1 ticket on a horse like this, but I really think this horse is razor sharp. As I looked at its previous 3 workouts, all bullet workouts. This horse is razor sharp coming into this race.
Cap, we agree. Our pick in this race is going to be a Green Light Go. The horse in that last out got bumped at the break, still moved to the lead early, and then just drew off, and it was going today's distance. It was 1 mile at Aqueduct. It's a 1-turn mile there. Inside trip's going to be the key. I don't think anybody goes with this horse at all, Cap. And again, it may not pay a whole lot of money for us, but when we're talking Spring Stakes Showdown, you want to build just a little bit of a cushion early on. Now we're going to Gulfstream Park for the Royal Delta. It may not provide a whole lot of value here, but you have probably one of the best mares in the country racing in this race, returning off a really bad race in the Breeders' Cup Distaff. But what did you make of the return of Latrushka coming back in the Royal Delta?
So Latrushka's a horse that dominated Latin America. 8 graded stakes, 4 grade 1 stakes winners. 6-year-old daughter of Super Saver. It is the female dirt champion among older horses. I just think this horse is razor sharp and ready to show the world, hey, man, I'm not just a horse down in Latin America. I'm a worldwide champion.
And I think you're right as well. Again, this horse was not good in the Breeders' Cup Distaff last year. Every other race prior was really good. Had 1 race where the horse got beaten by a head. Other than that, everything was victories. But here's the thing. Trainer Fausto Gutierrez, off a layoff of 61 to 180 days, has had 9 starters. 4 of those have been victorious. So this is a guy that knows how to get the horses ready when they're coming in off a little bit of a rest. Another horse that's been working very well. We're not going to get a whole lot of value here, but winners are winners. And in the Spring Stakes Showdown, when there's 20 races, you kind of need to churn a little bit, I think, too, Cap. I mean, that one big horse can really put you over the top. But I think if you're going to just consistently pick winners, it's going to put you in the mix throughout. I think both of these horses are going to be pretty tough. For those of you playing the Spring Stakes Showdown or those not in, now's the time to get in and sign up because you do have the 2 races coming up this week.
I think there's 1,200 people in the contest so far. So jump on in. It's free. If you win, you get a seat in the handicapping challenge. You'll have a lot of fun, a chance to win a ton of money. And it's just fun to handicap and go, wow, I'm actually being competitive with people. 19 races to go, 1 down. So get in and you can catch us in a matter of seconds.
It's all about bragging rights too, Cap. It's going to be bragging rights all the way leading up to the Derby. I can't wait to see. At least this week, I know I'm not going to be getting any more texts saying take that, because if anything, it's going to be us combining for victories.
Did you not get a text that said take that?
It's all good. You did. It was great. I'm going to save that text. I might frame that text, Cap. I love it. I love it. I think it was even I like read it like an Adam Sandler voice along the lines of, look who can handicap now. And then it was take that. So it's one of those things like I'm thinking of him with Happy Gilmore. Oh, who figured out
it was actually done in Happy Gilmore voice. Uh-oh. Somebody learned how to handicap.
Yes, that was it. Exactly.
Then I chirped a little more and then said, hashtag take that.
It was awesome.